Hey Trekkies, what's up? Dan here. On my way to Shore Leave 38. What's Shore Leave, you ask? Well, it's an annual Star Trek convention, fan run, held every year in Baltimore, Maryland. Now, this is a really exciting convention. Part of the reason I'm so excited is Shore Leave features a lot of Star Trek authors. So, as a lot of you know, I co-host Literary Trek's podcast about Star Trek books and comics, and I have my website, treklit.com, where I review Star Trek novels, both old and new. So this is really exciting to me. I've interviewed a lot of these authors already through Literary Treks with Matthew Rushing and Bruce Gibson, but this will be my first time meeting the authors in person. Well, getting from where I live to Baltimore, Maryland is quite the involved process. So there's 4.5 hours of driving, first of all, to the airport, the Edmonton International Airport from where I live. And then there's a flight from Edmonton to Toronto. It's a good 3.5 hours at least. And then from there is a short flight to Philadelphia. Unfortunately, my flight ended up being delayed. Over 3 hours. So thank you, American Airlines, for that. That's much appreciated. Once I got to Philadelphia, I did make the second connection that I'd scheduled because obviously the first connection completely missed. Another quick plane jaunt from Philadelphia to Baltimore. And I'm here. So landing at BWI Airport, about to go to Shore Leave 38. Well, I finally made it. I'm finally in my hotel room in Hunt Valley, Maryland, about to attend Shore Leave 38. I've had a good sleep. Yesterday was insane with all the plane delays, and it took forever to get here, but I'm finally here. So there's a little bit in Star Trek news this week I did want to comment on. Of course, the big news this week is Star Trek Beyond coming in 1 week, and we've already got some really great buzz about the movie. A lot of reviewers have said that it's very, very good and they're very excited about it. So this all bodes very well, getting some really great advance buzz. Last week, of course, just missing the deadline for putting my video out, we learned that the producers of the new movie and Simon Pegg has written Sulu to be homosexual, which is, I think, really, really great. A really nice tribute to George Takei. George Takei had some interesting words to say on the matter, kind of saying that making Sulu gay at this point implies that he was closeted for 50 years of Star Trek, basically. I don't really agree with that. I kind of agree with Simon Pegg's rebuttal to that, which I've also linked in the description, explaining the reasons why making Sulu a gay character ultimately serves the franchise very well. And I think I agree completely with that. What do you guys think? Let's hear in the comments. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. Do you agree with Simon Pegg? Do you agree with George Takei? Or do you think that this shouldn't have been done at all? Is it tokenism? Personally, I think making a new character gay would have been tokenism because that's all the character would have been about. But we know Sulu. We've known him outside the context of this one aspect of his character. So it's kind of cool that they've added that dimension, I think. And finally, we have a word from J.J. Abrams. There will be a Star Trek 4. I think the timing of that is based on the positive buzz that's coming out about Star Trek Beyond. And also mentioning that the character of Chekhov will not be recast. So Anton Yelchin as Chekhov, that will be how we've known Chekhov, and that particular character will not be recast in the wake of his passing. Well, just a kind of quick overview of some of the highlights of Star Trek news from this week. I will have a lot more to report from the Shore Leave convention, the first day of which is today, so look for photos and hopefully some videos coming out from that as well for me. In the meantime, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Links in the description. I will have updates from Shore Leave posted there as often as I possibly can. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.